Hello, and today we will talk about how to develop and effective branding and wayfinding designs. So, and we have the guest today, Simon Knight. Simon has adopted a multidisciplinary and approach to combine expertise across branding, environments, and wayfinding design. And he used strategy and creativity to uncover specific market needs and potential opportunities for his clients. So Simon, please talk about share your experience and share your work to
Okay.
your audience.
Yeah. The first project I would like to share is a branding project, and then we will go through different projects then to the wayfinding design project. Okay, the first project I would like to introduce is Bombex, which is a skill supplier and a manufacturer company, and actually their name is comes from a name of silkworm, and the inspirations we start from the ideas of silk, and we work with the strategists to create a whole brand identity strategies and the promise of the brand, the function, positioning, and also some kind of key messages. And also finally, we distillate the brand to the brand DNA. And our graphic design brand identity start from the ideas of the form of silk. And here is the inspirations, the logo, which is inspired by the cross sections of the cocoon, and express the I try to express the ideas start from the hand drawing symbol, and here is the sketch design, and then we're trying to refine it to more unify and combine the logo type and the symbol. And we also design the color palette to the brand, and like the purple color, the green, but you can see here is the harmony color palette for the identity. And we have to think about how to express the brand through the supporting graphics, and we start from the ideas of the bench of silk, and using the same design idea, the brushstroke, to create the patterns. And you can see the combinations with the logos and the graphics, and also match with the images, like the fashion, the furniture, and also the manufacturer images. And also we designed the swing tag, combine the graphics of the brushstroke. And we also designed the brand identity guidelines, and this is quite typical for a brand identity, the process. And here's like the introductions, and we also have the the guidelines for the logo, and the dimension, how to use, just like the second slide, and the version, because they have different kind of business in Asia, like mainland China, and also Hong Kong, and also Malaysia or something. And we also design the the misuse, because this is the guidance that people don't want to misuse the logo, and also the color palette and typography, and we also design a series of patterns, through the different kind of way of brushstroke. And here's the supporting graphics, and also the swing tag for the brand. And we also did basic photography style, just like for furniture, for just like lifestyle image, and also kind of manufacture, to create a solid brand identity through the graphics, photography, typography, colors, and just like the guidelines for the name cards, and also the notebook. And here you can see the whole series of the brand guideline that we did for Bombix, for this brand. And we also did the website. Okay, another topics, not another exactly another topics, but it's about what my favorite topics about the logo type design. I like the logo type design because of it's just the typeface, the typography treatment and ideas put into just the wording. So another topics like the ligature, I would like to introduce to you guys, and just briefly to talk about what is ligature. Ligature is about two fonts combined together, just like FI, and combine the dots and F together into one single word. And and you can see here the page. There are several examples for you guys to understand briefly about the ligature. And here is an example about the brand that I did for the investment company called Asian Fortunes in Singapore. And actually we designed quite simple way to focus on the R&T, the ligature design. And here is some sketches to think, oh, how can we combine those two words. And for the word combinations, we did some kind of treatment to combine the tail of R and T. And just like the whole identity, the typography, we have adjust the kerning, the size, the width, the weight of the fonts. And here is the result. And we just simply and clean to apply the logos on the name card, and which shows a professional, and clean. And then another project that we did for a Hong Kong restaurant is Cha Chan Tang, called Yin Yang. And some people may imagine Yin Yang is just like the mixture of coffee and milk tea. And this restaurant is about the fusion food, west and east and west. And then actually we start from the thinking about how we can design the logo between those two Chinese words, and some kind of references we found in Chinese to combine different characters into one. So inspired from that character, and we find the common words, the birds inside under the characters, and then we do the combinations of that Chinese character. So finally we designed this symbol, and which is quite successful, and the client like it, and because it's very easy to use, and if you are you can read Chinese, you can just read it as Yin Yang. Okay. And another project is cinematic, and this is the project that I work for a London two-man band, and their music is kind of like psychedelic. It's quite repetitions, repeat the song, something like that. So my idea is just very simple. It's just think, can we just start from the logo type to express the brand identity? So finally, I designed the fonts overlapping each other, which is represent two-man band, and also the psychedelic look and feel. And then I also try to think step ahead and about how we can create the secondary graphics, the supporting graphics through the logo, and I based on the logo to create this pattern. Yeah, and also step ahead to think the images, the illusions to represent their psychedelic music. Okay, another project I would like to introduce is Andes Singapore Hotel. And when we look at their brand guideline, and we found there is quite complete, looks useful brand guideline. But when we look at the page on 76, and we found, actually they would like to express the ideas of kaleidoscope, but we found that that is not kaleidoscope, the pattern I mean, and it's just like overlapping different kinds of triangle, square patterns. So can we go to so, and we think, what kind of things we can see in the kaleidoscope? Is it this image or this image? So that we think the symmetry, the vibrant image has to be seen in this kaleidoscope. So that's why we think, can we put the images inside to the graphic language, and then we think, if there is like a landmark or some kind of features we can capture from Singapore, because the hotel is in Singapore, so we can capture those kind of things in Singapore that will be more related to their brand, and also much better to communicate to their customers. So finally we create the patterns through the images from Singapore, and the other images just like the building facade, and just like the flowers, the National Gallery, and we create a pattern through the architect, the further, and the flowers. That is all related to Singapore, all about the culture, the landmark. So we create those series of patterns. It's very interesting, and we apply the graphics to the products. Like here is the box sets, amenity box sets for the guests when you enter to the guest floor, and then like the tote bag, the leaflet, and even we also play with the typography of the kaleidoscope to create the patterns of it in, and just like find out those kind of graphics will be applied to the leaflet, and even the newsletter, newspaper tote bag that we designed for them. And here is some applications like the cast leaf, the application for the graphics, and also there is some kind of like the magazine. Finally, that's what we designed, the overall brand identity for Singapore and the Singapore. Yeah. Okay. So next, I would like to introduce this project because this is quite interesting project that we that I did before, and which is for um, Macau, the University Hospital, and which you can see the logo, which is the leaves combined with like the bubbles kind of things, and actually their business nature is about the East medicine and West medicine. So yeah, I think that's the thing that they designed the logo like this, but we think it's too complicated, so we start from the ideas of U and H to create the logo, and also the ideas of symbols like the cross, because this is also part of the educations of the nurse and doctor. So we think, oh, maybe book or a door or something can be related to their brand, and we also think, can we use a cross to represent the hospital, and just the logo type, but it seems not too good for the brand. So finally we think, the ideas could be very simple: U and H, East West, and the idea is the combination of U and H, and finally we create this logo and the application for the website, and we think about the user interface, the hierarchy, and you can see here is the opening hours, because this is a private hospital, and the opening hours, the locations is very important, so we put it in a top priority. And you can see here is the Google Map or something, and we also think when the audience look at the website and search it, and if that is like a online magazine, could be more user friendly. So we think, can we do some like the informations more like an online magazine like, and here is our design for their website. And interestingly, we designed a fonts based on the logo for them, for their calendar in 2016, and we create the fonts and apply it to the calendar, and it's quite tailor-made, and yeah, it's really on brand. Okay, so, and okay, here is another sections for this project is the wayfinding design, and we designed the brand identity, but we also designed the signage, the wayfinding for this area, and we have the observations about the exterior areas, and you can see the signage is very traditional and quite typical, and using the arrows to guiding people, and we have got an ideas about the point to point to guide the people to the main entrance. So we designed the totem for the exterior area, and yeah, and here is the main entrance, and there is a huge totem and a feature wall outside the main entrance. And we also have a task to design the interior signage, and this is the original one, and you can see the signage hanging on the ceiling is very small and looks complicated, and also the reception desk is not that clear because they have the information desk, pharmacy, nurse area or something. So we designed the hierarchy and also create a zoning for this area. And you can see the huge A is a portal area, the zoning. We divided into zone A and zone B, so the visitor can much more easier to find the way when they ask the nurse, or maybe you can go zone B to the X-ray room, and then this is a much clean message to the visitor. And we enlarge all the messages well, 2 times for the like the typeface, and also you can see the column that we highlight, which is the informations that people can be seen. And here is the nurse area, nurse station area, and well, the hierarchy is much more clear to find the way. Okay.
Okay, Simon, yes. And for the hospital projects, I'm just wondering to ask, so what are the most difficult things and or most difficult tasks you think when you design this kind of projects?
I think it's one of the difficult thing is when you look at the because like just graphic design, as a graphic designer, you look at the thing is just flat or on the paper, even on the screen. But for the wayfinding project, it's more 3 dimensions. It's more about the design apply on the reality, on the space. So like the proportion, the size, I think is a kind of like the think about the scale, the most difficult. Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
The scale.
Yeah.
So as you come from the quite rich background, you know, from branding and wayfinding designs.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us what trends do you see in the development of branding and wayfinding design in Hong Kong?
I think for branding, it depends on the business nature, and but I think the overall is more about the user experience. Actually, how we can design like strategically to the target audience, such as like the social media, also like the how to much more useful on the mobile phone or something. It's more about the interface, the strategy, the hierarchy design. Even like on the environment, we design the graphics to the hotel or the restaurant. It's all about the experience. One is in the digital world, and the other one is the physical world. Yeah.
Okay, and last question.
Mm-hmm.
Last question.
Okay.
So, and for the students, so what skills will students need in the future if they really want to apply this kind of job, like branding and wayfinding design?
I think for like the skills, is like the computer skills, basic software like AI, Photoshop, InDesign is very basic. And but if you know how to use like After Effects or 4D cinema, that will be much more dynamic, more wide your way to find your job. And I think a good taste and good eyes is also important. So I would encourage you to like read more good work like the global design agency like Pentagram, Wing Creative, or even like the Japanese master designer Kenya Hana, the Muji director. Yeah, and also just like the magazine like Monaco, or if you are a guy and you can see Mr. Porter something. Yeah, to upgrade your taste. Yeah.
Okay, and I would say that thank you to Simon to coming to share his work with all you guys today. So thank you, Simon.
Yeah.
We hope we can invite him to come to HKDI till next time. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.